The Island of Atlantis was a beautiful nation of knowledge, peace, and culture. But no more. War, crime, and darkness have spread throughout the land. The gods have had enough and vow to sink the island beneath the waves forever. Be the first to rebuild the glory of Atlantis and save your people from their watery doom. Hi, my name is Dean Burry, and my daughter Blythe and I are the designers of Saving Atlantis, a 54-card and dice game for 1 to 2 players. Saving Atlantis is recommended for players 8 and up, and the duration for a 2-player game is approximately 15 minutes. In Saving Atlantis, each player has an island consisting of 5 land cards: a port, a temple, a city, a monument, and a lighthouse. At the start of each game, each land card is on the ruined side. The first player to flip all of their land cards to the rebuilt side saves Atlantis and is the winner. But those wrathful gods are determined to destroy the island. At the end of each player's turn, they must roll for the wrath of the gods. Each card can slide up and down in relation to the panic level card placed to the left of the island. Land cards can slide down 2 levels before they sink and are returned to the top position. If the card is still ruined, there is no effect, but if your card has been rebuilt, it must be flipped back to the ruined side. More on this later. So how do you rebuild those land cards and win the game? Each player receives a hand of 5 action cards. Players roll a die, and the highest roll goes first. By playing cards from your hand, you can take 1 action per turn. Rebuild a card by playing an architect, materials, and the appropriate plan cards. For example, playing an architect, materials, and the temple plan card would allow you to flip the temple to its rebuilt side. That's the main goal of the game. But you can also protect those cards from sliding off the bottom. An architect card can also be played to raise a land card up 1 level. A materials card can be played as an exchange. By moving 1 or more cards up the same number of levels, you move other cards down. And a seawall can be played to lock a land card and negate 1 downward slide. Any 3 plans can be played along with an architect and materials to rebuild any land card. Or if you've got nothing, you can simply choose to discard and redraw any number of cards into your hand. Following your action, redraw to a hand of 5, and roll for the wrath of the gods. Roll 2 differently colored dice, 1 for the location and 1 for the player. Based on the roll, both players adjust their islands accordingly. In this case, a 4 on the location die and a 6 on the player die means both players move their monument down by 1. Any rebuilt land cards that slide off the bottom of the panic level card are returned to the top level and, sadly, flipped to their ruined side. Back to the drawing board. After this, it's player 2's turn, and play progresses in the same way until 1 player has rebuilt all of their land cards. It doesn't matter what position they're in. You have saved Atlantis. The solo version of Saving Atlantis plays in much the same way, but doom cards with varying good and bad effects are added to the action deck, and the player must rush to rebuild all their land cards before the deck runs out. The solo version only takes around 5 minutes to play, so you can fit in a quick game here and there, or play multiple games for a more epic experience. For more advanced play, and if you're feeling brave, you can add doom cards to the 2-player game, or flip the panic level card to the hard side, where land cards can only slide once before being lost. Saving Atlantis is quick to set up and quick to learn. The combination of strategy and luck not only makes it a great game for both seasoned and beginner gamers, but also makes every playthrough a brand new challenge. Thanks so much for watching. You can check out the print and play files and Tabletop Simulator links in the details below. Good luck saving Atlantis.